Hello and welcome back to the tower. So there has been an update to the game. This is version 15, and I wanted to talk about it because there are some fairly large changes that could really change how things are going forward. I really overuse the word change there, but we're just going to roll with it. So first, there's events. Now, unfortunately, I haven't been able to get the update yet, but there is 2-week events. I believe they're going to start next week. You accomplish missions to earn event currency. You can spend the currency on gems or stones. Permanent upgrades to your tower in the form of robotic companions are limited time themes. After an event completes, a new one will be ready in 2 weeks usually. See in-game info panel for more info. So from what I understand, there's going to be a drop-down sort of like tournaments. Underneath that drop-down will now be a drop-down for events. And with events, you'll be able to earn some new currency and things like that. Bots are earned through events. They fly around your tower causing damage, stunning, or providing coin bonuses. They can be upgraded further after you unlock them. Themes. Each event will feature a limited theme that can be unlocked by earning event currency. Change the look of your tower and the background theme. Alright, that could be interesting. So we're getting a little bit of cosmetics. We're getting a little bit of extra damage and stuff like that. So all good changes. Now there are tournament changes as well. So there's a new league, Champion Tier 10 Plus. I think that's a good change. I feel like Platinum, since the game has up to 12 tiers, I feel like there really should be a tier for probably Platinums plus 8, Champions 10 plus. I feel like they should have a 12 plus tier. Maybe people aren't at that difficulty yet, but I'm hoping it's something developers thinking about. Mostly because I've watched some of the people play, and their tournament games are like 3,000 waves. And for 3,000 waves, that's at like even 10 seconds a wave. That's like 30,000 seconds, which is just an insane amount of time for a tournament that runs twice a week. It's way larger than it needs to be. So I'm hoping they continue to add more leagues and stuff like that so that people don't have to play the game for that long. I think it's actually probably closer at that stage to... I think 5x puts it about 8 seconds a wave. So it's a little less, but still, that's a long time to be able to... And not just play, but just to have the game run and hope the game doesn't crash. Not that I said the game... Not that I'm trying to imply the game crashes a lot, but just that, there's a chance for things to go wrong and then you have to start over. Notification added for when a tournament ends to remind the player to claim their reward. I didn't know that there wasn't a notification. I had always gotten a pop-up at the end of the tournament. Maybe it's a notification on your phone. I always have... Since I play in an emulator, the game's just always up. Well... It's either running or it's up and not doing anything. So I would always see the claim notification at, come up at 8 o'clock to make sure that I claim my stones. Players that have been in Gold League or higher cannot be demoted to Copper League. Yeah, that makes sense. They probably, as they add more tiers, they probably need to do something like if Gold can't go to Copper, then Platinum shouldn't be able to go to Silver. You shouldn't be able to drop more than like 2 ranks, I guess. So... That would probably make sense going forward, especially as they add more leagues. Like I expect a Masters League that's 12 plus to come out eventually, and that'll be for the best of the best. Now there is an issue with making harder and harder leagues, and part of that issue will be that you're thinning out the player base more and more. But again, I think that's a good thing, especially as long as it's not too hard, And of course, as things go on, we're just going to get stronger and stronger. There is also a new workshop. Now, unfortunately, I don't have the update, so I can't show you this, but there's a new workshop, and it has a new attack upgrade called Super Critical Chance and Super Critical Multiplier. I don't know how this works. I'm assuming that your crits can now crit, and if your crit crits, it gets a multiplier too. That's what I'm assuming that does. I don't know what it does. I'm hoping we'll have I'm sure we'll probably have the update by the weekend. So I will take a look at it then. But that's interesting. We're finally. I'm hoping this is a shift towards us doing more damage, and not just working with insta kill mechanics. Same thing with the bots. All right, so there are new lab researches. There's a lab called for the black hole coin bonus for enemies killed within black holes. There's a new research, of course, for super critical chance and super crit multiplier bonus, and the smart. Now this is just a buff. The smart missile amplifier research has been increased from zero 0.8 to 1.5 per level. All right, that's good. That, like, obviously super crit and super crit multiplier, good things, and a smart missile buff, considering it was like one of the worst ultimate weapons. That's also good to see. Balance. All ultimate weapons that deal damage had the equation for damage changed from linear to exponential. Some, like missiles, grow much faster than others, like Death Wave, to help balance them, but all damage is buffed for each one. This is a very positive change that I hope works to shift the game away from what it is now, where we depend on instant death attacks from orbs and from death ray, to a game that actually your tower actually deals damage and kills the things. Don't get me wrong, I think orbs and death ray still have a place in the game, but I would like to see our damage from our tower be more significant, and to me this is a step in the right direction to making that happen. All ultimate weapon damage upgrades max level increased from either 15 or 17 to 20. Okay, that's good. I mean, that's good. Always good to be able to upgrade your ultimate weapons more. Never going to complain about that. Golden Tower max bonus level increased from 12 to 15. However, it is very expensive from level 12 to 15. So they buffed Tower by letting you level it up from 12 to 15. However, the caveat of that buff is that it's very expensive to get from 12 to 15. Other changes: auto pick perk toggle state is saved on game close now. That's okay. That's a good thing. Dollar symbol shade of green is less ugly for max interest. Oh, I think it's a little brighter. It was a darker green before. Round end stats added for new mechanics like bots and black hole coin runs. Further optimization of code and changes to expedite new updates. Lots of other stuff I'm sure I forgot to add to the update notes. Bugs. Max health with and without the health card math being slightly off. Players will see slightly higher health without the card slotted in than before. Okay, I don't understand that. Okay. So it sounds like the card was nerfed or corrected. I don't know how to read that. That doesn't. So it sounds like you had a total max health before, but it sounds like the max health card was multiplying your health more than it should have been before. That's how I'm reading that. I don't know if that's right, but that's how I'm going to read it. Total and round damage stats being wrong or negative occasionally, okay. Left and right enemy spawns sometimes not working correctly, and translation fixes. Okay, nothing too serious. So the big thing is we're going to get events. We're going to get bots from the events, and the events are going to have a theme so you can decorate your tower with your event points. There's a new champion league, which it's not relevant for me. I don't know about you. And they are trying to stop smurfing. But the smurfing is where you take when you drop to a lower difficulty, even though you're much stronger than you're much stronger than you would be for that difficulty. And of course, we have the new upgrades: super critical, chance, and multiplier, as well as new research for black hole and super critical. And hopefully, we're moving the game from a state where everything is about insta-kill damage to a state where your tower actually will contribute significant damage again. Or for the first time, I don't know. So again, all exciting things to hear. So this is a good patch. Please let me know what you think about the patch when you get it. Unfortunately, I don't have the patch yet, but when I do get the patch, I will make sure to make a video with it. It'll probably be my normal tower video at that point. I do about a tower video every week at this point, just to kind of, I don't want to get to the point where I'm doing something every day. It just, not enough happens in that game to make a video every day. But I'll probably include this in my weekly update because, so expect that we're going to invest in the supercritical, expect that we're going to spend some coins in the supercritical, and also we're going to spend all our gems gambling on cards. I would expect them to release a new card, a supercritical card, or a supercritical multiplier card. I would expect one of those two cards to eventually come out. That said, as always, once again, thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe to support the channel. If you have any questions, please say something in the comments. I do always look forward to your questions. And as always, thank you again, and I hope you have a great day.